Good morning. So today we're going to talk about 5 risky loan types to avoid. I'm going to walk the dogs, make my tea, and I'll see you later. If you are new here, my name is Shayla Fight, and I'm a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this post. So today we're going to talk about 5 risky mortgage types to avoid. So the first mortgage type you want to avoid is a 40-year fixed rate mortgage. You will end up paying more in the long run. You see this chart right here? You see how at the bottom you are going to end up paying more on a 40-year term rather than a 15 and a 30. This will have you paying more in interest. Yes, your monthly payments will be lower, but in the long run, it's not worth it. The second option you want to avoid is the interest-only mortgage. If you are an investor, I understand why you would pick this option because you want to shorten your cap space and pay the interest first. But for most homeowners, I do not suggest this, and let me tell you why. You're going to end up paying a significantly higher amount when it comes to your interest, and you're still going to have to be responsible for your principal as well, and you're going to have to pay that in a shorter amount of time rather than what you would with a fixed rate. So you want to avoid this type of term because it's going to make you pay way too much in interest and then have to tack on your principal at the end. The third option that you want to avoid is the interest-only adjustable rate mortgage, better known as an ARM. The reason why you want to avoid this type of mortgage is because it's like combining 2 risky mortgages into one. After 2008, this type of mortgage is no longer available, and I'm going to tell you why. You would be paying your first 5 years at a fixed interest rate, and then another 5 years of the principal interest that you would need to take care of. Then for the remainder of the loan, annually, you would be paying an interest rate that will go up or down. And it's risky because you don't know what the interest rate is going to do. So you could be paying a lower amount one year and skyrocket to a high interest rate that you just probably can't afford annually as it continues to go up. So do you see how the crash of 2008 happened? Because paying different interest rates, not knowing what the market is going to do, and it not settling. So this is why this actual mortgage rate is no longer available. They no longer do the interest-only ARMs anymore because of this reason. The fourth mortgage tip you want to avoid is a low down payment loan. The reason why I say that is because if you're putting down a 3.5% for an interest rate for a mortgage, and you're competing with someone who puts down 20% for a conventional loan, when you go to make an offer for a house, you're competing with you and them. You're putting down 3% and they're putting down 20%. So if they're looking at it from a seller's perspective, they're saying to themselves, they're only putting down 3.5%, but this person is putting down 20%. Therefore, they look better in the seller's eyes than you do. And number 5, any mortgage is a risk to any borrower that cannot afford their mortgage loan. It's so important that you take the steps in the beginning with your lender to make sure you get a home that you can afford.